Welcome to Mind the Gap. I'm one of your hosts, Darius, aka Capricious Lamborghini.
Yeah, it's your boy Edgar Allen. Hold that there.
Thank you for joining us on the
I know
show.
you look at my shit when your name was crazy.
Thank you. We still going?
We good, man.
All right, let's still go. Thank you for joining us for the show. This is Mind the Gap Weekly, where we hit you up from weekly conversations that we usually have, so you can see more of our dynamic and how we come up with topics and just how we talk on a regular. Make sure you subscribe to us on Patreon for access to early content and bonus content and
Shout outs.
Shout outs. Maybe get shout outs.
Depending on the level, merch.
And join our community, man. We have a Discord going. We ask questions. We like to know what you guys think. Also, make sure you follow us on social media at PODMTG, at Facebook, Twitter. What else we got? Instagram. But I thought you was going to say Pinterest.
I be holding it. Also, while you're watching this right now, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell if you want us to get these videos every time we release.
Yes. And make sure we got a topic coming up. We're going to be talking about toxic masculinity. So we want to know your thoughts on the issue. And if you want to join us, please hit us up and we'll get that worked out. So this week, what's on your mind?
What's on your mind?
What's on my mind?
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, I was watching this video the other day, and it was about this white couple who had adopted like this black child, and I was just wondering because I'm thinking about adopting, at some point, and if for whatever reason I do end up adopting like a white child or like a Spanish child, a Latin child, like what would be my cultural responsibility, like informing them about their culture, like how important is that, or should I just raise them like the way I see should be, the right way or whatever.
Nah, I think you should definitely. I think you should always teach somebody about their culture. When you adopt, I think the child should always know about them.
More
know about them.
But here, I get that in cases of like minorities, since there's not a lot taught about us. But like if you were a little white child, like you probably learn about your history every day. Yeah. So I would think there'd be like less responsibility in that case.
Yeah, it would be in America.
Yeah.
Like if you adopt in America, I think there may be a little bit of a less responsibility there, because they already it's a majority out there, so they're gonna bump into certain things they're gonna understand. But you also have to let them know the differences in, like, especially me being black. Say if I adopt a white child, I'm letting them know that they're gonna look at you a little bit strange because I'm your father.
Yeah.
You feel me? Yeah. Because how they gonna look at me kind of strange, they're gonna look at you kind of strange because I'm your father. They're gonna question you a lot. You know what I'm saying? You may not see it now, but you'll see it later.
To me, that's a lesson is like society. I'm not necessarily culture, but that's it as a part of American culture, but not necessarily attribute it to their culture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, what? But because I was wondering, like, because if the video I was looking at was the white family adopted a little black kid. And I think it would be important for them to like learn about, I guess, black history.
Not only black history, but how America treats them and how they go about how the living is different from one another.
Right. Yeah. But
and how things are viewed.
The other side of that is, so I guess what I was thinking is like the difference between teaching them. You can't teach somebody how to be black. Yeah, I understand that. But you can teach them about their culture, and I think that's why I was getting like caught up in, because I hear people. You heard the thing like you're not acting black, you acting white, and all this such and such. Like that. So I was thinking like, what does it mean to be to be black? Is it just about culture, or is it just about my skin color, or is it just is it about history?
I think it's a combination of those things, but I definitely think it's more of an experience. I think it has to do I think it has to do with a lot of more so of experience because of the color, less than, you know what I'm saying, this is my color. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense?
No, I get you.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, because of my color, I experience these things.
I mean, because that's that's the difference between, you know, like why we kind of have like a little bit of beef with, you know, Africans and black people because they don't. You call them black, they get offended like I'm not black, I'm African, you know. But that's not their experience, so that would make sense in that regard.
So I think it's more. I think being black is more of a like it's an experience than it is actually when it comes down to.
So does that mean like if he's being raised by this white couple that he's not black?
I wouldn't say that because he's gonna go through experiences that only he will go through.
That will make him in America. In
America, in a sense.
Okay.
He's still gonna go through those things. He's still gonna have.
So
he's still gonna find empathy with people that look like him than those that don't.
Okay. So that's interesting. So to be black is you, because I've heard that it's uniquely an American experience to be black. Because if that same couple moves to like England or London or something, would he still be considered going through like the black experience?
I don't know. I got a friend from France, man. He say it ain't much
different.
Great. He ain't saying it's like this over here. He don't say it's like this over there. But you know the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like so he did tell me that. Now, but I have never experienced. I never went outside the country like that. So to experience or to feel that society, how they look at me and stuff like that. But he did tell me that. He said, you know you black when you there, and so. But it's like he said it's not as bad as it is over here, but it's close and you know. So I don't know.
Is that or we have to label that something else? Like, because if that same couple, because that's couples that live in Africa, and Africans have their own, battles over there.
Yeah.
So will we just say that's the African experience, even if he's in Africa?
I don't know.
Still be the black experience.
That's a
or
tough
is the black experience wherever you go and you just a other?
Because that's a tough thing because if you line, that's a tough thing because, oh man, that's tough. Because if you line like a line of black people up, and, 4 of them are African or whatever, but nobody says anything. How's it viewed then? How's society viewing? Like if I'm walking down the street,
black.
They say, you feel what I'm saying? Just black. You feel what I'm saying? Same thing with a white person. You might have a Italian here, an Irishman here, or like whatever the case is
but
over here.
If
they don't really do anything, then it's different. It comes from what they do within themselves, their culture. So that's why I say I think it's a combination of both. Because
So what if you? Well, you can't be like as long as you live in a society, you always gonna feel. So is there levels to blackness? Because there's a lot of black people that don't know their culture, and there's some black people who
I would agree. I think it's levels on all culture, especially when how you saying you got like, now that you say it and now that I'm thinking about it, because you got like you said, it could be a black person that lives with a white family. He don't live through the black experience, but he go through black experiences that only he can go through.
Yeah,
right? Going outside, whether it be the police or having friends and how they
or
show
like just things. in that dynamic of you are with a white family. So you're gonna be moving in their spaces more often than I would.
Yeah.
I mean, I interact with white people, but I'm not living like in their neighborhoods and like walking down the street constantly.
Yeah.
I'm like dipping in and out. But you that's a different experience.
Yeah.
I don't know because you're constantly in it.
Yeah. Same thing with like when white people are in the like that's in our culture or grew up around us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They in it, but not like those that's in like, that live in places where it's more white.
Right, that you only see me when we go to school and then you leave.
And then you got that level of like, you know what I'm saying, black family, black school, black environment. You feel me?
Yeah.
So same thing, you got, you know what I'm saying, white school or Hispanic school, like it's the same thing. Like there are levels to it, I believe. And like, but I do think it's more of an experience, but the cause of the experience is the skin. If you ask me, that's what I think. So I think it is important that you teach a person about their culture and how society may or may not treat you, and how you should be prepared for that. How you should be.
But how do I? That's a lot of education. I think the best thing you do is like if you are raising like a child that's not the same race as you, you should the same way we talked about back when we talking about D Wade and his son going through. He's like the easy thing to do is to like get them around people that look like them and
They deal with that struggle.
yeah, because they're gonna have
a better point of view
than I would. So if I want to teach you about your culture, then I need to make some black friends. Or I need to make some white friends and like this is what y'all like doing this.
I do
like
agree.
this is what y'all y'all like lacrosse. Like whatever I don't know what y'all like to do. Or ultimate frisbee.
But see, even with that, I don't know because I think that's strange too. Like when you say the sports thing, because you know what I'm saying, you may get like, I think that comes with experience too.
Right.
I think in like black neighborhoods, you be like,
if we drop lacrosse in the hood, we
may like it. You feel what I'm saying?
We may take over that too.
Yeah, I don't think it's something that you like. I think it's something that you're exposed to.
Right.
I think that's a nature thing. That's what I think. So I think it's definitely important that you teach somebody about their culture, and I think it's more important that you show them how society, the lanes of what society is trying to do to you, so you can be careful.
Yeah.
So you don't be confused on like why they treat me like this, or why are they saying this about why is that?
Yeah.
You got to understand. I think they should understand that.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, and I think it's important, for self-esteem as well.
Yeah.
Like if you're the only black or you're the only white person more so black, you're the only black person in the family, and you may not have any idols or something to look up to. Just like make you feel proud, like we accomplished this. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of D Wade.
Oh yeah. His son or his daughter.
He refers to him as a daughter.
Yeah.
I mean that's what he referred to.
Okay. Yeah.
And Pete, you said people are in an uproar again.
Yeah.
About Dwayne is his son.
Yeah.
I think I saw somebody on Twitter. Somebody said D Wade is a closeted bisexual or something.
And that's fine. Whatever. Two things I like to say. Like I said, though we do a podcast and we talk about many things, I don't have enough money to even tell D Wade what to do. You know what I'm saying?
My opinion does not matter.
Does not
I heard
matter.
Gary Owen tell like a story of they wedding.
Yeah.
And it was extravagant. He's talking about renting a castle. Like, you know how much money you gotta have to rent a castle?
That's something I gotta talk to you off camera about because I'm thinking about renting a castle. So
okay.
That's something me and you gotta talk about later on. But even with that, you know what I'm saying? What was the other thing? Two things. The first thing is, you know what I'm saying, I don't understand the emotional tie to that. Now, conversation, cool. I understand the conversation that you may have whether you disagree.
There's vitriol behind that.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Agree or disagree, you know what I'm saying? Or you trying to say it's an agenda or whatever the case may be. I don't know what it is. Again, that goes back to what we were just talking about how you was raised and cultural. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand that. And the first thing, the most important thing is we just had Kobe die.
Yeah.
RIP. And we always talking about how we should love each other, how we should, you know what I'm saying, accept those that are around us as they are. And love those
that's out the window.
Nah, that shit out the window. So as soon as this happened, I guess there's stipulations to it.
Nah, man, because that's other. That's something other. To me, anytime something like come up, it just shows you, how like really homophobic people are. Because it's different between like, okay, well I don't agree with this, and it's different between like going out your way to slander somebody or put somebody down because they think differently or they live a certain way. You know what I mean? There's ways you can go about getting your point across and like, just, throwing insults at people. You can tell with somebody, it makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's understandable with them being uncomfortable with it.
Especially if they not...
Because they was brought up in a way that's not acceptable. You feel what I'm saying? So I can understand the dislike towards it. What I don't understand is the emotional tie to it.
Yeah.
You feel what I mean? That's not your son or daughter or whatever the case may be. You ain't got to even talk to them. He ain't even playing no more. You ain't even got to watch him play.
But that's the thing. I think it goes beyond just like disagreement when you putting that much effort in it. When you going out your way. To me, that's more like it's beyond being uncomfortable. It's like I don't want to see this. I hate this. Like I can't deal with this.
But all right. So I can understand that because if you feel like a society that you're in is promoting something that you dislike, then you're gonna feel some type of way about it. Right? Just like a lot of people, like we see Trump supporters, you know what I'm saying, or like people that like small stuff that Obama did. You see how people lost their mind.
Yeah.
Or small stuff that Trump did.
Went off.
And you see people lose their mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when they feel like something's being promoted that they disagree with, like that, I can understand like the emotional tie that they feel like the understand that they may have an understanding of like, oh well, they trying to put this on society. I don't want them to put this on my son.
Mm-hmm.
Well, again, you know, my favorite thing is if you don't like it, don't subscribe to it.
Yeah.
Like you can not just say, well, that's the way. I can still show my son this is not the way. Son or daughter, like this is not the way, and move on from it.
Or try.
Or whatever.
You know that whole Pastor Troy situation, because you know he doubled down
I
on his statements.
I meant to watch that interview,
and he was like, I don't have a problem. He hit him with that. I know gay people. You know what I'm saying? I got a black friend.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, that's not a guy. You know, so they can do that over there, but we ain't gonna do that at my house.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
But why
is that productive though? Like if your son is feeling this way or whatever, like are you gonna just shut it down?
I think that's vice versa with D Wade's situation too though.
Yeah.
That's his son.
Yeah.
Raise him like you want to.
Right.
That's the way you want to raise your son in your household. That's your son. You
And whatever results.
You're ready results. That's what you got to live with now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Only time I don't like it only time I disagree with that when you teach like hate and like to like not try to understand the other side.
But that's why I think that mentality is doing. Like you're not even opening up to have. I don't think he's the type of person to open up. I don't know the man, but I'm gonna be willing to guess he's not the type of person to like explore that territory into. He's the type. He strikes me as more type just to shut it down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before it even happens. So, like his children may not even be comfortable expressing that side, even though they may be having, you know, those feelings or whatever. So
I think that's dangerous. I think
because like you said in the last conversation that hit me, you was like, you know, you said kids don't know how to express themselves, but they know how to kill themselves.
Yeah, kill themselves. Yeah. I was just about to say that. I said I don't think it's also don't think if your son or daughter feel like they can't come into you and talk.
Right,
to you.
and if you creating that atmosphere, you are teaching a level of disdain towards that even those people, because you like no, we not. You got to ask yourself why is this just not allowed in this house? Why we don't do this? He's like, we ain't fucking with that over here.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I'm saying? So that creates like a sort of like otherness of those people. We don't fuck with those people. They do that over here. We do it over here instead of everybody's like we just all do different things.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Facts, and that's what you have to like teach, man. But again, if you don't want it in your house, I can understand that, but don't make it to a hate thing.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like it when it becomes an emotional like malice type thing. Like when you got they sick over there. They this, that, and it's like nah. I don't understand what's going on over there, but I don't like it and I don't condone it. I disagree. And I don't like it, son. Or I don't like that daughter, or whatever the case is. You should have a conversation.
Everything is black and white till it come to your house.
Come to your house, bro. Everything looks like everything funny until it happens to you.
And then all of a sudden it's whoa,
oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit.
What's that Mr. Krabs meme with the spinning? When that stuff hit you, like, yo, we don't do that at my house until your son like, well, for the last year, I've been feeling this way. Then what?
I don't think that
because people like, you know, they do that whole thing like, well, you know, if he was a real man, you wouldn't be going through that shit. But then all of a sudden these real man sons come out and then they're like, what you was doing? What was you doing? You know what I mean?
You the real man.
You the real man. So what's the excuse? Where you get that from?
Yeah.
Then they it's the media. He saw it, but he in your household.
Did you not turn the media off?
What you doing? So
no, man. People just feel the way they feel sometimes, man. A lot of the time. So you just have to accept that all the time, every day.
It's what you do with those feelings that, you know.
That matter.
Yeah.
So I understand that, man. Like I had people at my job say certain stuff. I was like, nah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, that's your son or that's your daughter. Like, you should have that conversation with them. So I don't like it. Son, I don't condone it. But I still
and a lot of times the reason people don't like stuff is because they just don't know about it.
Oh no, that's most of the time.
I'm quite sure he was raised in the same household. It's like we don't do that over here.
That's most of the time, dude.
So once you're faced with that reality, and all of a sudden we gotta have these conversations. Now your children teaching you like, damn, I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm messed up. I'm tripping over something.
I
think I was just wasn't sure of that. You know what I mean? And
next thing you know, man, I vote to have a windmill in my town.
Go back to the last episode. You don't know what we talking about, man. Yo, so yeah, I didn't like the disdain for all that, especially when I ain't like all the emotional stuff. Like I like the conversations that was had.
Yeah.
You know, I did
Healthy,
like that.
healthy conversation. But even if you don't agree with how he's raising his child, they look happy. They doing something right. And you know, I think that's a deeper conversation that needs to be had.
And also, I say this because you know what I'm saying.
There's a whole nother topic that need to be discussed.
I also say this: I don't like either side though. I don't
Yeah.
like you being too emotional about that unless you come from that, like you understand. Like, damn, I'm glad the family, you know, did run in there, and then you go too far with the where you start attacking other people that disagree.
Yeah, and just overlooking, you know, facts or logic, reason.
And I also don't like the people that you know that do the slander and hate this and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
when
I don't like people get too emotionally tied to stuff that they don't really have nothing to do with.
You know me, man. You know my journey of emotional intelligence. I really had to balance, you know, applying like cold logic and you know still showing a certain level of compassion in every situation.
Yeah.
So every situation I gotta.
Hilarious. It's like your shit break down. Like you know, what I'm saying? I can see you trying to mix the two. That shit like water and oil. You breaking down. I'm like, but he about to
malfunction.
He about to blow.
Yeah. So I can feel myself. It's definitely like if you just read my text messages to like somebody I'm talking to and I'm trying to get my point across, you can definitely see what he can tell he went too far there. He's trying to rectify it. Or he knows that he's, you know, too emotional right here. He's just trying to bring it back to logic. Like you can definitely tell in my writing like where I'm like trying to find that balance.
Be yourself. I always say be yourself. Understanding that it's there, but y'all say be yourself.
If I'm being myself, they get a text full of ones and zeros. It's binary. Like this is what you did. This is why it's blah blah blah. Nah. So yeah, that's something we still need to dive into that topic about. You know.
But speaking of raising your kids, you see the video of the dad who got the girl's hair done and the mom cut her hair?
Yeah, I ain't like that. Did you hear the little backstory of it?
Apparently, he went to go get his son a haircut, and he got his daughter hair done, and she don't like
the girl that did it.
Yeah, she don't like. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was the girl that did it because I didn't read. Like I read his.
I read her little Facebook post.
I don't like people that he fuck around with doing my daughter's hair or some shit.
I was reading the Facebook post with him, like all the comments with him, and it seemed like a girl she ain't messed with did her hair.
But I think it was somebody that he was messing with. I think it was his significant other or whatever.
Something like that.
Or whatever. Because he ain't mentioned that in his. I don't remember him mentioning that in his.
Of course he would. His whole thing was, I just got my baby hair done.
Both of them, by the way, got the son haircut.
Bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? And if he could go to his girl or whatever, get it for the low, why wouldn't he? I get it, but at the same time. Basically, my whole thought is I don't think that whatever toxic or whatever relationship they have shouldn't bleed over into their kids.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because she ain't had to cut the girl's hair off. She could have undid it. She could have did a lot of things other than potentially, you know. I mean, she made the little girl cry.
I think at that point that wasn't for the child. It was for clearly that was for the.
She was doing that for him. Yeah, she was showing off.
And I didn't like that at all. Because you know how I am about people's kids. Them your kids, it's hard for me to say.
Yeah, but if you beat your kids, the police gonna come
in that case, right? But in that situation right there, and I don't like using this word trauma, but you really like setting a tone for your kid to look at you some type of way.
Right. Because you taking whatever relationship you got with that person out on that child who didn't have anything to do with it. All of a sudden, she happy she got her braids, she doing her little bobby. All of a sudden, you come out the house with sisters. The same stuff she probably get mad at her for making like. I know when I was a kid and I messed my hair, my mom was heated. Yeah. You doing the same stuff you told me not to do to my hair. And you doing because you mad at him.
And also seeing another thing, I don't know how true it is, but I don't know if it was his what's his name, say he had problems with her with different stuff before. And hopefully this time, you know what I'm saying? Because I think it was another incident, I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was another incident where he was saying it was something similar to that, but he didn't record it. Or whatever the case is, and hopefully this time he can bring it to the court, present it to the court. But I think that was unnecessary because I know she wasn't soft with her hair. I know she, and I know, and if it was just done, you know how when you just get your hair done and it's tight or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I used to have braids.
Tender. Tender.
Like you touch that girl head like that, didn't kill, dog. That's why I didn't like you did it in front of him.
That's what my concern is. She didn't seem to have any
concern
for
like
the
her, like her rage was like towards him.
Yeah, right.
Like my energy is towards you.
Right.
You know, forget this kid. I don't care how my daughter feel right now. I'm the parent. I'm the mother. I don't like that. I don't even like that idea. Like, yeah, you are the mother. You are the parent.
I don't like people touching my.
My kid. I told you, stop playing with me. I can do my own daughter hair. We're not saying that you can't. What's up? I understand that's your daughter or whatever. I'm a parent or whatever the case, but that right there is totally unnecessary
and potentially harmful going. In the long run, man.
What if you did that like that, knowing that he was recording?
What do you do when he's not recording?
Like, what do you do when your emotions get out of hand later on when nobody else is watching? What do you do then?
See, that even opens up like a whole.
You feel what I'm saying?
Case.
Like that shows you like you don't care once you get mad.
Yeah.
That's how we look at it. The optics of that is just terrible.
Trash. If
he was to bring that to court and say, hey, this is what he can say anything else outside of that.
Yeah.
She threatens me. She do like, even when she kind of like swiped at him or whatever when he has to say that, she don't mind hitting me. Or judge, you see, I got to record it. She don't care about none of that. So I can only imagine what she do when she get upset when I'm not there. My daughter tells me this. My daughter tells me that. When she
set herself up.
You know what I'm saying? That opened up. Like I can go to the judge and say these type of things, and you gave me the ammo to say that, because that's what it looked like.
And you can't, you can't hide behind that. My kids, my rules, which is true to a certain degree, but
to a certain when it
comes unhealthy, like
when it comes unhealthy and you hurting them, or you feel them to hate, like those are the things I know. When you hurt them and you get them on a mindset to hate and not express the open mindedness, that's when it becomes like, that's when I have a problem with it. That's when I say, I don't mind you installing certain ideas, those are your ideas. I don't mind you disciplining them a certain type of way, but when it comes to a point where you got it's unhealthy and you damaging the child, whether it be mentally or physically, that's when that should be a stop there.
I just posted a quote. You see that quote with Frederick Douglass? They said it made me Frederick Douglass, but you know how they do. They slap somebody's picture. It was like, it's easier to fix trauma as a child than it is an adult.
Facts.
I think that's what it said, but it echoed those sentiments. Yeah, and you don't want to set the tone for that for that little girl to
look at you like that.
Yeah, and then when she grow up.
And nowadays, bro, it's the internet. That's not gonna disappear.
Oh no,
that's there.
That's forever. 10 years later, oh, you the little girl with the beads that your mama,
bruh.
And now he's like, oh man. Yeah. And to that, that lady's credit, that could have just been an offshoot. She could have just been having a real bad day. I don't know.
I don't care.
Like the Joker say, man, all it takes is one bad day. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, all it takes is one pair of scissors, and now all of a sudden you headed down a dark path. So yeah.
And now you got your kids, possibly.
Sperm bait. I was wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
go ahead, man.
Like let's say I was like donating like every week to like a sperm bait to make ends meet. Do you think?
Are you doing that?
I'm not.
Are you thinking about doing it?
No.
Okay.
I can't even have my kids out there like that. But do you think that should be a deal breaker
in a relationship?
Yeah. If like I'm out here just giving my sperm out.
No, man. No, I don't think so. I don't see how it would, unless you somebody else like, if you're gonna be with me, we're gonna have your first child gonna be
you're gonna be with me, but you already got 10 out there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of people having a hard time having kids or finding partners to have kids, or
I'm helping people.
Yeah.
I'm helping people, man.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of couples that they can't have kids.
I think if you just like, I think it falls out of your mentality. If you're just not one of the people that can't mentally handle like you having kids, because there's some people that's like, oh, here's another question that just came out. What if, like a girl steal your sperm or something and like impregnates herself? Like, do you think you should have to help raise that baby.
Oh hell no, hell no, hell no.
Like, you can prove it.
Hell no, hell no.
Do you think? What do you think the court will rule?
Hell no, hell no, hell no.
Because I know I'm not ready for a child. Like, if I
Yeah.
have a child right now, I crumble. I already know that. So if somebody pull that, like, oh, I got your baby or some stuff, but you can like prove that, you know, that she, you know,
Took a turkey basically.
yeah, something like that, or retrieved your sperm somehow.
Bro, the effort, bro.
the effort alone would be incredible. But do you think?
No.
You think the court?
No.
What do you think the court would do? Do you think the court would be like, well, it's your baby?
Oh, they probably gonna make take care of that. I sign my rights over though.
Quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, I'd be conflicted because your mom ain't shit,
Yeah, so I ain't about to deal
but
with
she
that.
ain't got.
But you know how I am about stress, bro. You know how I am about dealing with certain stuff. Like if I ain't got to deal with it, bro.
I'm not.
Especially in this situation,
yeah.
like you put me in a position where I like, you know,
I didn't have any choice in it other than, you know, the initial act.
Well, you know, when I'm cornered, I jump out.
Yeah.
When you corner me in a bad situation,
Yeah,
bro, because I'm quick to have a bad attitude already, like
Yeah.
to get upset, and I don't feel like
But don't traumatize the child.
who me? That's why I ain't gonna be around the child. Cause she did that, bro.
Yeah.
Like you made a decision to have a kid, bro.
I think what I'd do is I'd have to come back to the child. Like when I'm ready. Like if I'm in that, once it comes to the point where I'm like, I want to have kids, I already got one out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna be like, track him down or something and be like, yo, this is how you came about. That's cool for you. But for me, I'd probably track him down once I'm ready to have a kid, which may not ever happen. Or like when they're young, when they're older, they can come find me. like, or be one of those in and out dads, you know?
No, man.
You like, on every like anime or whatever, like the best dads be the ones that's barely around. Like they son be going through stuff, and then they come around like give a piece of advice.
They be the best. they be the best character, not the best dad.
Okay. Like what's the man with Hunter? Like
That's the one I was thinking. Gone, bro. Yeah, that's what I was
He
thinking.
come in and be like, "Yo, you messing up. You need to train." This and this. He go about halfway around the world.
Mm-mm.
Next thing you know, his son be the best fighter in the world.
No, that ain't because of him though.
He helped.
He helped, but it ain't because of
That's
him.
what I'm saying. You
Like
just assist.
Gohan, one of the best fighters.
Yeah.
Piccolo, but the genes of Goku.
Yeah.
But Goku ain't the best dad.
Oh, he terrible. Goku gotta be the worst father ever.
Trying to tell you,
Well, I
bro.
don't even know, man. It's just his parent style. Chi-Chi ain't seen to mind it.
But I will say this: he did turn up. He ain't really killed when Piccolo got killed. Well, not enough to turn no Super Saiyan 2. When Goku died, Cell, he turned up.
No, he did that before that.
He turned Super Saiyan 2. No, he died. Goku died, didn't he?
I don't
No.
remember. Because I remember the Cell Juniors was messing everybody up.
I take that back. I think you're right
And
about
then
that.
he was like, no.
Because the reason why... No, because Goku... What?
No,
I can't remember.
No, because that's when after Gohan had already powered up when... because he was messing Cell up. That's why he was gonna blow up the planet because he was getting dragged.
Yeah, he was.
So then Goku was like, "Well, I'm just gonna teleport him to King Kai planet to get away from it."
So what happened when he did the Kamehameha and he had goddamn like Goku was behind him as like a ghost?
Oh, he was already dead. Yeah, he was dead.
Okay, so who did he hit with? Who did he hit that with?
What do you mean? Who did he hit?
He hit Cell with that?
Yeah,
Cell came back after he blew up, right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's when I thought it was when Gohan powered up.
No, he had already powered
The
up.
Super Saiyan 2?
Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
That's why Cell was trying to blow himself up because
Yeah,
that was the only way he thought he was gonna win.
Okay.
So then, yeah.
Okay, I think you're right on that one.
Yeah.
I gotta go check that one out.
But forget all that. What we talking?
I ain't gonna be there.
Yeah. I mean, I really can't fault you for that.
Bro, you know how I am with certain shit, dog. Either I'm gonna be all in or I'm out, fam.
Yeah. I mean, I can't fault you
And
for that,
you have to give me the option to say I want to do this. If you force me to do something, especially like with something like that, nah. And you know how I am about loyalty. Loyalty is number one. That was disloyal what you did.
Mm-hmm.
You do me like that, bro. You understand?
Oh, bro, that's scorched earth right there.
What, bro? I hate people that
That's
lie, bro.
scorched earth right there.
Bro, you lie or do something like that, and then not to say that when you would tell me, what? I'm thinking everything good. But you don't want no. You ain't drinking no wine tonight. What's going on over there? Bro, no, hell no. And not even like you said a female.
Yeah, once you find out that betrayal, man.
And then you just said a female. I'm using the example as my girl or something. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You just
That's deep hurt.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing to do with you or your son.
Yeah.
your son. Your daughter.
Oh man.
I don't know. I feel partly responsible.
In what way? Because how did she steal your sperm? She stole out a condom. She stole it out.
I'm saying she did some real dirty shit.
She had
I'm thinking
like
it's taken care of.
Like she had like a sperm pump and she drugged you or something and she took your sperm.
Whatever way you want to get
whatever my imagination.
Whatever you want to get it.
Then the answer is damn sure no. The answer is damn.
I'm not saying like you got caught up one night and like you fucked up, like you raw, whatever. I'm saying like she went out her way to get pregnant.
No, I'm saying what you mean. The no stands strong. That's your kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, I was just a sperm donor for real because.
So it's kind of the same concept.
It's kind of the same concept, bro. So, and no, I don't think it's a deal breaker as far as dating. If you out there, having people have kids or whatever.
I'm
unless you're doing that for like some type of, I don't know what you're doing.
Unless there's some type of psychosis behind it, you just out there for kicks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or like she hate me. If you out there having sex with the women getting pregnant,
yeah, that's different.
That's something different.
That's different.
What was the gripe in that movie? Was it that he was he
ex
wasn't going through a legal system because he was just making a deal with the ladies like I get you pregnant.
Yeah, I can't remember.
That's the only way.
No. I think because he was getting paid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He wasn't like going through like
a prostitution type thing. I think it was that.
Okay. He ended up having like 32 kids.
Yeah.
That's something.
Because he was getting paid.
Yeah, that's something else.
Yeah.
That's not a bad.
It's not a bad come up.
It's not bad. No pun intended.
And he had the best ending. That's one of the best endings I ever seen.
Yeah, he worked out. It worked out. If you haven't seen She Hate Me, please.
That's on the peak.
It's a classic.
Yeah,
go watch it.
That worked out. I thought his ass was grass in that movie. I was like, but they gonna lock your ass.
They got tight for a minute. It was tight for a minute, bro. I gotta go back and watch it. The first time I saw that was on bootleg. Got a little bootleg CD.
I saw that shit on like HBO. It had one of them times where back in the day you had all the channels, but every now and then HBO would do like a week of
free stuff. They still do that. I be looking out for that.
Oh, for real? Yeah. So they had the week of the free stuff, and I messed around and called it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You got anything
else? No, I think I'm straight.
That'll do it for me. That's all that's on my mind.
All right.
Thank you for making it to the end of the episode. If you did,
what's up?
Again, we got another topic: toxic masculinity. If you have any questions, please let us know.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to join, we'll try to make that happen.
Yep.
Make sure you follow us on social media: PODMTG. All
Twitter,
platforms, Twitter, Instagram,
Facebook.
I say Twitty.
Yeah. I thought you about to mess up when you first said it. I was like, let me hit my boy.
I'm tripping, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Subscribe right now. Comment anything that you have on your mind. Please
anything.
Help us. We need help.
Leave us likes. Tell us you hate us. Whatever you want to do.
Whatever, man.
Oh, we got our first dislike on the channel.
On which one?
I looked at that gay agenda.
I figured.
Yeah. We at 80% now. Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
You know what I'm saying? As long as y'all watch it.
Yeah.
You know
Express yourself.
Also, Patreon. Make sure you support us. Get early access to content, bonus content, shout outs, and join our Discord because we having conversations like this all the time. We want to know what you think.
Yeah.
Be a part of our community.
Yeah, for sure.
And
on and off the camera.
Yes, please. And as always, mind the gap.